Hi everybody, welcome to another video of Trading with Jackie. This is Jackie Panetta, and today's video is going to be the first in a series of videos regarding how I'm trading with Alexander and how it's working for me, and how I'm using it to optimize my trading, okay, instead of me just turning it on and letting it go. So today we're going to focus on currency pairs, because I know from a lot of people I was talking with, commodities are not really offered by all brokers or the ones that these people have been using. So I'm going to do this video from a currency pair standard point of view. Okay, so the currency pair I'm choosing to focus on is Euro USD. Why? Because it's the most popular currency pair. Everybody knows about it. It has a lot of liquidity behind it, so you can get behind trading with it. Alright, one thing I want to focus on is that when I use Alexander, I only trade one asset pair. Alright, I don't trade multiples. I know people sometimes are like, oh, you're putting all your eggs in one basket. Well, not necessarily. Okay, because I'm not just turning on Alexander and letting it run without me paying attention to it. Okay, I'm looking what Alexander is doing and I'm working with it. So all my eggs are not really all in one basket because I'm actually monitoring it, and news happens all the time, so I can watch that too. Alright, but so when I turn it on and I'm working with it. Now with Euro USD and trading just one pair, I can't say that Euro USD is the most profitable pair, alright, out of the currency ones. That would be up to you to test and find out. I personally don't have the time to do that, but I will get to it. Okay, but look at all these different currency pairs. There's so many to choose from. You got your yen crosses, you got exotic ones, you got your Swiss cross. There's so many that you can choose from. I know this broker offers even really exotic pairs, like using with the South African rand and Hong Kong dollar and things like that. So use Alexander and test different pairs. You may not have all the time in the world to test, but I say take advantage and test as much as possible. Alright, pay attention to the spread that your broker is offering you on pairs too, because you might find Euro Kiwi is great, but look at the spread on this thing. You know what I mean? So you got to come up. Your entries got to be on point in order to overcome a spread like that. Alexander can help you, but I mean, it might take a while for you to get into profit. So that's why you got to also pay attention to the spread that a currency pair is offered. Euro USD is one of the lowest spreads. Why? Because it's one of the most popular ones. A lot of liquidity. Okay, so that's another reason why I don't really want to trade with multiple pairs. Stick with one. Also, when you stick with one, you learn one. You master that one asset. I want to make sure that this very first video explains and enunciates and stresses the importance of knowing your trading pair inside and out. You should know how this pair moves. You should know how to read a trend on this pair. You should know when you're going to see a reversal. I'm not saying I know all that. I'm saying, like, you should have a gist knowledge of how your trading pair moves, how price moves for it, so that way you can tell if Alexander is putting in the right trades for you, especially at the time of day, or how long it's going to take for you to finish, how long it's going to take for Alexander to complete the trade sequence that it has you in. You should know your pair and how price moves to confirm that. Right now it's Tuesday night and Alexander has a buy position on Euro. This is telling me that this Alexander is anticipating that the Euro is going to move higher throughout the night into the next morning, and it'll probably hit these take profits during the London session. Okay, that's 30 pips out. So that's one of the things I want to stress. is you got to know. So let's say that this was a sell. Say this was a sell on euro, but everything that you're reading says that euro's going up. So you should know that Alexander has you in a sell sequence, trade sequence, and you might not be closing out that trade tomorrow, Wednesday, by 2 o'clock. It might need to go through a whole day to complete the buy trend and then come back for your sell. But you got to make sure you know that that's what you got, the time allowed. So another thing with all of this about learning your pair and how price moves is timing. Alexander works best Sunday night through Wednesday, 2 p.m. Eastern time, right? If you know that going in, you know that whatever Alexander starts with on Sunday night, that trade should be clear by Wednesday at 2 p.m. That sequence should have been completed, right? And any sequence after that Alexander puts you into, you want to make sure that you know your asset pair to know that Alexander will complete that sequence by Wednesday at 2 p.m. If it doesn't, then you should know your pair to know, okay, let me give Alexander a little bit longer to finish it, because I know how my pair is moving. Alexander has it right, but Alexander needs more time to complete it. See, that's different than saying that the bot is wrong. The bot's not wrong. It just needs time to complete it. But it's up to you as to whether or not you want to give it that time. If you want to take that L and take that loss on that particular trade so you can complete by 2 p.m. on Wednesday, go for it. As long as you in profit, have at it. Especially 1% and above in a week on profit ain't nothing to be mad about, because you can't get 1% anywhere, right? So don't worry about the amount of percentage that you get. Always be in profit. That is the main goal. Stay in profit, right? But you must know your asset pair to ensure that you know how Alexander works. So if you need to take the time to be in demo for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and you have to eat that cost of Alexander for those 3 months, then eat it. Because again, that's tuition. You investing in the tuition of the class and the course for Alexander to teach you how this asset pair is moving. Okay? So that's going to be the end of this video in talking about the stress and importance of trading with an asset pair. This is how I trade. Everybody's been asking me how I'm using Alexander. This is how I'm using it, and I'm explaining it to you. One asset pair to trade. Master that asset, and you can use Alexander to do wonderful things. Compounding, mirror trading, all of that. Okay? But you must master the asset pair. You must be confident in how Alexander is performing as well. If you're not confident in the bot, you can't be confident in the trading of it. You must be both. Okay? Alright, so that's part 1 of this series. Just talking about the importance of trading with one asset pair and understanding price movement and learning it. Alright? If you have any questions, feel free to contact me, and we're going to go over about how to actually determine the settings in Alexander and how to use those and making sure that you can start getting a little bit more out of it than normal. Alright.